Look, Makeda. Okay, so I'm trying to watch this video and I'm trying to make a video about Dr. Sebi's friend, because when I say that, like, Dr. Sebi has a friend and I was talking to Makeda Valletta, I was trying to um, talk about this guy right here, Wheel, because this is the holy Wheel and Testament, like Neo in the Matrix, and I'm the real Neo, the black one, and this is the Wheel and the test with the money, where I show y'all the proof. Because I'm like, why do we have to wait till we're 100 years old to find out if you're right or wrong? You know, some people don't want to live to be 100 or 200, but then they make videos giving advice about health on the internet. Well, if you don't want to live to be y'all should ask these people the right questions. Are you trying to live to be 300 or 200? Are you trying to save the earth and help people and be a good person on the earth for a long time? Or you don't care if you leave anytime, and I could die any day and it doesn't matter? And, you know, they start making you stop caring about your life. I wonder with Makeda Valletta, does she want to live to 100? And then if we get to 100, can we finally sit down and talk and stop arguing? Because she talks so much about vegans and what people do, and I talk crap about vegans too. I talk about Aries Latham and you know, what's the other guy? Jehudi Ma'at Ra. And then Jehudi Ma'at Ra was with Umar Johnson. See, I normally wouldn't disrespect my elders, but I meet like 100 old people in a day. So if I curse out one of them, it's like, okay, it was just one. I had to tell the truth now. It's like I'm in the Matrix. I'm not in a village where I don't get to speak to elders no more. No, I get to tell them you're stupid. That's the world that we exist in, where our elders and everybody's stupid. Makeda Valletta, very stupid, you know, and she calls everybody else stupid, but I'm her boyfriend, and I'm like, no, I say that she's stupid and crazy. She's got problems. She needs therapy, you know. But she's also very high. She's high when she's making these videos and stuff like that. But yeah, Jehudi did the event with Umar Johnson. I exposed all these people. And then Umar Johnson worked with Mr. G, Abelaro, Guerrero, whatever your name is, Mr. G. He's Dr. Sebi's employee. He's not Dr. Sebi's friend. He's not Dr. Sebi's right-hand man. This guy is Dr. Sebi's friend, right-hand man. This 67-year-old guy. Sometimes when we playing chess, you know, people are greater than they appear to be because they are working with like Michael Jackson or something. You don't know they working for Michael Jackson, but they'll come there and tell you they want a salad with no whatever, but they work for Michael Jackson, you know. Michael Jackson might have been taking Dr. Sebi herbs, and then you thinking, oh, I'm gonna put some chicken strips on there because forget them. You don't even know that was Michael Jackson's salad. You messed up Michael Jackson's salad. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on in this situation, because it's like Makeda Valletta is like, no, I'm gonna tell y'all how to exist in this world. I'm gonna create a brand called Makeda Valletta, and it's gonna influence people, because she doesn't have children to my knowledge. And if she doesn't have children, then, you know, it's like her brand would not be passed on to anyone. Who is she going to pass? Is she going to create a company and sign some paperwork and pass it on to a friend? Who's she going to pass her brand on to if she doesn't have children? So she has these followers, and people, you know, some people I assume jack off to her or whatever. But, you know, I didn't know about her dancing and stripping on the pole and all that stuff. When I met her, it was just, I think I met her like on Facebook or something, or like in an Egyptian grocery store or some shit like that. I don't know where I met her at. The whole point is, I didn't know really all about her life. You know, I don't really follow or look at y'all. Like, I really, really don't. Like, what I mean is, like, I could come on her page and like 5 pictures, and I didn't even see the pictures. Like, I will close my eyes and use the iPhone blind. Or I will go into a hyper mode where I go faster than the data limits and the software restrictions, and I go into the your data or whatever your content is, and it'll be blank, and I'll just like random pictures, and then just jump off the page. Like, forget that page. And I might just go and, oh, you got 3 pages? Okay, cool. I'm going to go like 10 pictures on each of your pages. And I don't even know what I just clicked on. Like, honestly. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't use the internet like y'all at all. Like, y'all might just sit there and wait for the picture to load and then critique it and all that stuff. Like, nah, sometimes I just give people likes. Like, I see you doing yoga and stuff. I'm like, okay, like, okay, cool. Oh, I'm a vegan, and bye. And do you assume that I really looked at your YouTube and looked at your video? I don't know nothing about that crazy girl. I just started talking to her, and then I was like, cool, you woke, you got crystals. Okay, you don't want to be vegan. Okay, I understand, but, whatever. I didn't know enough about Dr. Sebi to share what I know with her back then. Like, it would have been useless for me to debate her, but I'm begging to like debate her now. And we need to like just go on Clubhouse, talk it out, joke it out, laugh a little bit, and just talk about our debates about veganism and stuff. And I'm like, why can't we do that? Like, why can't you talk with your boyfriend about health food and stuff? Because I'm like, okay, just suppose she did live to be older and we both get up there. We're like 80 years old and God knows what's happening in the future. I'm like, yo, if she has health problems and I'm doing good and I finally win and prove it, will she like say, okay, you're right, and go on the internet and say, look, y'all, I want y'all not to listen to any of my old content. I learned something. Like, we sit up here and if we made it to 80, think of how many people would have died listening to your bad advice. People will be mad at you and be wanting to sue you, throw rocks to your window. You will be dealing with drama like in the future. They'll be like, yo, you could have worked with your boyfriend and saved us all, but you wanted to sell and promote poison. Selling and promoting poison, like, just like the rappers or anybody else you want to make fun of. She talks so much junk about different people and so much crap. I just, it's really annoying, and her voice is annoying. But, what I was going to say, yeah, I want her to see this clip. This is Dr. Sebi's friend. Mr. G is not Dr. Sebi's friend. When I say friend, I mean somebody that got to be old. So if we do the math, 6 years ago, he's 67. This got 6,000 views. That's 666. We're going to turn the 6 to the 9, though, because we add 6 to that 7 right there. That's what? 73. He's 73. 73 right now. If my math is right, maybe 74 is about to be 2022. Going on like 74, depending on when his birthday is. I don't know. So he's 70-something, 4 years old now. We can go and see how he's doing. But this is the guy right here. So when I saw this video, I saw it and I said, man, I could be really out here driving a spaceship when I get 80 years old and 70, flying around with Halle Berry and all them baddies. I could really be out here in a spaceship just like OGs. They riding around playing that Earth, Wind, and Fire and stuff. Riding around just playing Earth, Wind, and Fire, looking real cool for no reason. You're like, why that OG so cool? The nigga the spaceship playing Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, y'all will be like, man, if I could really make it to that point and be running around and got good sense in your brain and ain't running around with no diapers and canes, because Dick Gregory had a cane. I make fun of Dick Gregory, like I said, Aries. And Reese be looking, he looks sick. He rides a little bicycle and stuff like that, but he don't look like he got superpowers, man. He does eat healthy food and he eats poison. So he is not a supreme being, a representation of what our full potential is. Now this guy, I don't know what this guy's diet is, but he is taking Dr. Sebi herbs. So let's see this video, Makeda Valletta. I'm trying to be like this guy. This young man is daggone, how many, he's twice my age. Or more. It did add more. Okay, so 20 years, do the 6 to the 9, do some math, take that, subtract that, add that, carry that. Okay, let me do it. Are y'all third eyes making math? When y'all do math in y'all head, do y'all see the numbers? Or do you see like dots? Or do you see like sheep? What do y'all see in y'all mind when you do math in your head? Or do y'all third eye work? Okay. Let me I see 3D numbers. Like in a computer. Like just like I was in a computer, like I was in like Photoshop and then or something like that. So anyway, so over 20 years, okay, at this time he's 67, 20 years, 60, that means 47 years. When he was 47, he became, around that time, when he was 47, he said, look, Dr. Sebi, I'm about to get serious, so I'm about to take these herbs, man. What happened? He just met Dr. Sebi. Over 20 years he's been Dr. Sebi's friend. We figured that out. Okay, so for 20 years. Now, let's see him box. Man, I don't know if that's all his teeth, but that's the elder right here. I respect my elders, man. That's the elder right there, boxing. That's my elder. I'm trying to be. I don't know nothing about Mr. Earl Wilson. He got an old player name though. He look like a Rastafarian. He probably is. There's been so many things. Yeah, I feel like celebrating right now. Is that Earth, Wind, and Fire? Who is that? Who is that? Whose song is that? It could be Gladys Knight. Who is that? Maze, Frankie Beverly, Isley Brothers. It could be anybody. Who make that song? We can't stop us. Dang. See, it's funny Mr. G playing songs that's from, I think them people American, but they might be Caribbean, I don't know. But it's like, play some of your Gotti Fiuna music. Why don't you play none of your Gotti Fiuna music, man? You Gotti Fiuna. That's what you are, man. You're a Gotti Fiuna. No, I mean, you're not a vegan. You're a Goonie Goo Goo. Anyway, this is Sebi with his friend before he passed. And he was 80 something years old. The dude is 67. That's crazy when you think about it, because they just way older than me. I'm like, wow, these people are old. Wow, you're old. It's crazy. And it's like, the debate is over. She tried to say Dr. Sebi be laying around like he ain't got energy and he can't do nothing and all this stuff. And I'm just like, it'll be dip. Okay, Makeda Valletta is like a gossip person. She can't say, she tried Dr. Sebi products, or she met him, she went to an event. She talks about looking at him on the internet and what her opinion is. She gossips about Dr. Sebi and vegans. Nipsey Hussle's, Blood, Crips, everybody. She just gossiping. She never even like, oh nah, Crips are stupid. My mama was a Crip. She don't say stuff like that. Hold on, I'm trying to get this mosquito. Okay, we got him. Lord. Okay. No, you gotta get that dang mosquito. I hate mosquitoes. I be wishing Jesus didn't make them sometimes. Jesus, what was you doing in heaven when you made mosquitoes, Jesus? Why? What is that purpose? Is that evolution? Like, what is that? Did they come on a spaceship or something? Where did they come from? Golly, mosquitoes. Aliens brought them damn mosquitoes. Jesus didn't even make them. That's a little Christian comedy. I need to stop cursing. Jesus be like, nah, I really didn't even make the mosquitoes. He didn't approve of them. Oh, wow. I think that's hilarious. That's a good, clean family joke. I think I'm laughing because they look happy and stuff. And I think, like, it's contagious. Like, smiling is contagious. That's why I do it. It looks kind of creepy sometimes when I do it, but it's like, it's contagious. Like the Walmart logo, that shit is creepy. The Walmart logo is creepy, yo. Like, you in the Matrix. Like, if you woke and you go back and look at that Walmart logo now, you could be like, fuck that motherfucking Walmart logo. And okay, so what color was your McDonald's? Because I want to create a McDonald's. I'm like, why don't we buy a McDonald's and get a contract where we can make our own food? And be like, it's McDonald's of the future. Why can't we make our own McDonald's? McDonald's versus McDonald's of the future. Like, we go to the future already and just have, like, they like, every company in America should belong to Native Americans, and they should be able to make their own version of it. Like, Native Americans should own every company that started in America, and they should be able to make a version of it. Like, if I want to go make my own McDonald's and color it green, and whatever color I want to color it, red, black, and green, whatever. And then I just be like, yo, I'm Native American. This is my McDonald's. It's not your McDonald's. They be like hating on me for years. Would they be like paying people like this to talk about me? And then, it's like, this dude is over here feeding these stray cats. And his pants all hanging down. And these people are nasty, yo. I'm about to go. I'm about to go because I was trying to say that, like, it was something I was thinking about earlier about with McDonald's, like because Makeda Valletta is a brand. Like, if we were to buy our own McDonald's, and after, like, let's say 10 years, we would change the menu or whatever. Like, McDonald's everybody's changing their menus all the time, like a big experiment on us. And Makeda Valletta is like an experiment. She's a being that should not even exist anymore. She should be working with her boyfriend now that I know enough, and I met Dr. Sebi. It's like, I talked to him on the phone so I can make videos about Dr. Sebi, and it's not like just gossip. It's like, no, I actually got to talk to him. I actually know his daughter. I showed y'all, I had to record a phone call just so I could tell y'all, like, I'm not out here just playing. Like, I'm not calling myself Dr. Sebi for no reason. People are being very disrespectful to me. And they're like, yo, change your name. You this, that. You tripping. You riding Dr. Sebi wave. All this stuff. And I'm like, people are crazy, man. It's just some silly shit happening right now. I'm not even going to talk about it. Dude is feeding stray cats. This is not the daggone Asian people now. It's some other people. It's like a group of them. They feed stray cats everywhere, and it's just talk to these crazy people. They're crazy like Makeda Valletta. But anyway, the whole point is that some people, like Makeda Valletta, she's not realizing that every like 10 years, you should become like a different person. Your brand should be able to improve, okay? So if your brand is not improving, this bullshit, fuck y'all. Fuck that creepy Walmart logo too. I was about to say, so every 10 years, your brand should be able to get better. It's like Makeda Valletta dated Dr. Sebi Jr. He's a vegan. She's going around on the internet and still just talking gossip about veganism instead of just saying, you know what? My boyfriend said he's going to help me go vegan for 1 week, and I'm going to make a TV show about it. The problem is, even if I let Makeda do whatever she wanted, and we had $1 million TV show from her followers, she got an angel investor, somebody like Batman. Like, I actually met a real Batman. That motherfucker really has ninja stuff. Like, he know how to climb skyscrapers, and we call him Batman. And he really actually was interested in my veganism. He was like, yo, you're vegan? Like, I need to know about stuff because I'm Batman. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So imagine if you had a Bruce Wayne Batman, like somebody with a wheel and millions of dollars. They're going to give you $1 million to do a TV show. And all you got to do is go vegan for 1 week. And you could do whatever you want on the TV show after that. If Makeda Valletta just did this right now and let me help her, it would be $1 million TV show. And she only got to do it for 1 week. And then she could do whatever she wants after that. She probably won't want some of that stuff that she had, though. That's what I know is the secret. Like, she might eat some of that stuff that she likes so much, and then she'll throw up. And she'll be like, what the heck? I used to eat this last week. And I'm like, yeah, have fun with that. But, you know, if she was to get this $1 million show and say she's going to go vegan for a week, and she went in the store, I would have to, like, make fun of her and expose her, even if she had $1 million, because she doesn't understand what we know about Dr. Sebi and about the body and about food. If she even bought vegan food, it would be garbage. Even when we look at the vegetables that she eats, the vegetables and fruits that she eats, some of that stuff is garbage, like Aris. So Aris eats healthy food with poison. Like, he eats Haitian mangoes and soursop, but then he'll go eat garlic and then mix it with some peppers and tomatoes and call it a punch. And I just thought about this, like with Makeda Valletta. Why the hell are you smoking weed? If weed is a medicine and a healer, why are you smoking weed? I know she has a car accident or whatnot, but the whole point about it is, why do you need to smoke? Is it mental therapy, physical therapy? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I actually quit smoking weed, and I don't smoke weed 24/7 and all that stuff. But she's just pretty much like a stripper that's smoking weed, getting high, gossiping on the internet, and being emotional. And it's like she's like the real Tasha K. The real Makeda Valletta is like the real Tasha K. Like, she knows a lot of people. She's connected to a lot of people and stuff. And a lot of people, she said she makes them happy. But what about having children and making your children happy? Not a bunch of strangers being an internet slave. You know, she got 1 million views on one of her videos. I said, are you monetized? And she was like, what? No. And I'm like, girl, you crazy. You are crazy. Like, all you got to do is go vegan for a week and then decide if you want to do it again next year, and say once a year at the equinox, I'm going to go vegan for 1 week for my boyfriend, and just make a TV show about it, and he's going to show me how to be better than all you other vegans, even though she's not a vegan. Why don't you just do real internet stuff? Like, stop talking at other vegans. Like, my girlfriend is on here arguing with vegans, And I'm a damn vegan. I didn't even know she was over here arguing with y'all. I'm like, what the hell? Like, she could just go live with me on Clubhouse. Like, why not? Anyway, man, I'm about to go and get my day started. I just wanted to talk about Makeda Valletta and show this to Makeda Valletta. Because she's like, oh, Dr. Sebi's stupid, and she calls Dr. Sebi all these names and shit. It's just like, you know, she just talks crap about Dr. Sebi. And, you know, it's like the man's name isn't even Dr. Sebi. Y'all need to stop saying Dr. Sebi. Say his whole name. His name is Alfredo Darrington Bowman. Alfredo Darrington Bowman. I think it's another something else up in there. It might be a junior, senior, or something. I don't know. The whole point is, that's a man that has died, an elder. And you tell us to respect you and your daddy, who met with the FBI and was giving them lemonade every weekend, every other weekend. Because see, me, my daughter gonna be like, nah, the FBI was messing with my daddy all the time, but he was shooting at him. And I heard the bullets flying. You feel me? My daughter will have a real story for y'all. She telling y'all her daddy was making lemonade for the FBI. And then y'all got the nerve to sit up there to listen to her. Then I saw her daddy arguing with Francis Cress Wilson, talking about, I mean, was it Shahrazad Ali? He was talking mess about the sisters. And I'm like, dude, but you sit up there and made lemonade for the FBI every weekend. What the hell? Was you arguing with them like you argue about Shahrazad Ali book? That's them people, though. You making them lemonade. Did you spit in the lemonade at least, man? Like, is this The Color Purple? Did anybody ever see that movie, The Color Purple, where they was making lemonade and shit? I think she spit in it and stirred that shit up and served it to him. Y'all some nasty witches. Might as well just get you a knife and cut his throat. Stop playing. Stop playing. These witches ain't got no power. Like, you gonna spit in my drink, and then after you done ate, you know, sat on my put. Like, what is this? Hold up. You done set your pussy on my face, and I done spit all on your pussy. And next thing you know, you gonna try to spit in my drink and then think that you gonna do some voodoo to me? Makeda Valletta already sat on my face. I know she eat meat, but shit, I used to, at that time, I was like, fuck it, you know, because I wasn't always a vegan. But she did smell like bologna. And it's just like, this is different for me than it is for y'all, because y'all watch her shake her butt on the internet all day. I don't do that, you know. I don't even know how she gets to do that. I think that's why she don't make money, is because she's dancing to all these different songs and stuff. That's kind of sad, because it's like she turned into like an internet slave. This shit is crazy. It's really crazy. Anyway, I'm about to go. I just wanted to rant about this video and Dr. Sebi friend and let y'all see it. Held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. What I said, Jesus, why you make them dang mosquitoes, man? I had to get the mosquito out the car. That shit was so funny, yo. I was like, you get to heaven and ask Jesus. Jesus be like, I didn't even make mosquitoes. The mosquitoes came with them aliens. The mosquitoes came on them spaceships. God, Jesus didn't even make them mosquitoes. Lord. I think that shit was so hilarious. This is hilarious. I was getting happy. You made me smile, man. This smile made me smile. Smiles are contagious. That's crazy, yo. That's why Dr. Sebi I think Dr. Sebi might know that, like, smiling is contagious. And Chef Aki be doing that shit to a lot of people. Like, she'll just walk up and smile at you. I'm like, Lord, She looked like a crazy person when she do all that. Dandelion.
There's been so many things that held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know.
Okay, I'm getting hot because the sun is beaming on me right now, so I'm about to end this video. This is a rant for Makeda Valletta, just like, I don't know, because I was like, yo, y'all go look up Dr. Sebi Friend, and if y'all look up Dr. Sebi Friend, y'all gonna find Mr. G, y'all gonna find all this other stuff. Y'all not gonna realize I'm talking about a friend that he like grew up with, somebody that take Dr. Sebi herbs. You can't be Dr. Sebi Friend if you're not trying to go vegan, Mr. G. You're just an employee. He treats you like an employee. Mr. G y'all try to act like Mr. G is Dr. Sebi Friend. No, he's an employee. He's a Uber driver. You know, Dr. Sebi was an Uber driver. Dr. Sebi was driving people around to pyramids and shit like an Uber driver. So, if Dr. Sebi is dang near an Uber driver, Chef Aki can't run around and act like she's Dr. Sebi Friend because he drove you to a pyramid. That don't make him your friend. Being your friend means like being your friend, like actually helping you, actually helping yourself if I'm teaching you how to do that. So Makeda Valletta and me are not friends, but we have a relationship where we are having sex. And she was abusing me and mistreating me, and I'm just like, yo, I'm just gonna say shut up and just like ignore her. Like, I just like ignoring her, like, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, just ignored her. Like, she didn't even get it. Like, that was so crazy. Like, her energy was just bouncing off like bullets off of Superman. It was just like, she could not understand, like, I guess, like, she probably even gets vegans and gets them to sneak and eat meat and stuff. Like, she took me to a restaurant and ordered fish tacos, and I'm like, okay, I don't want any of that, you know? Oh my God. KKC, I'm gonna watch that too, man. That's crazy. So yeah, Makeda Valletta, she took me to like a restaurant, and I'm just like, okay, I don't really want anything in here but guacamole. And I'll just get like 5 orders of guacamole. And she eats guacamole or something like that, you know? So I'm like, yo, don't you see that we eat the same thing, but I just ate nothing but guacamole? And she's like, you can't survive or whatever. I'm like, I'm doing fine. I keep healing. Everything's okay. So we had a like friendly debate, and it's supposed to be over when I make my discovery. When I go study with Dr. Sebi or learn about Dr. Sebi, and I come back and say, okay, baby, you need to take down all these videos and recant some of this stuff, and we need to see if you can go vegan for 1 week. Just go vegan. The people should act like real human beings, and that's what I want. Not Chef Aki. I want Makeda Valletta. Chef Aki is so dang annoying. I don't even know which one get on my nerves more. I guess Makeda Valletta will have to get on my nerves more because I actually know her, and I don't really know Chef Aki beside the internet. Like, Chef Aki's friends with Brother Polite, though. That's who she's friends with, Brother Polite and Queen Afufu. So yeah, yeah. I have to be madder at Makeda Valletta because she's a meat eater. So I'm less mad at Chef Aki. They're equally annoying, but Chef Aki at least is a vegan. Like, it could take her 100 years to figure out that she's stupid or crazy and that she's eating poison, and she doesn't need to do that, and she could really just rule the world if she wanted to, but she doesn't want to do that, obviously, so she won't learn. Like Makeda Valletta, do you want to live to be 200 or 300? Do you want to actually rule the earth? Or do you just want to keep being a slave in the Matrix? Like, are you sleeping on an air mattress still? Do you even have a car? Like, because it's like, Makeda Valletta is like a figment of her imagination. She has education. She uses science to, like, things from the Matrix to reassure her reality. She believes that she makes sense because things that she looks up says that, it makes sense. So, like, I could tell y'all, like, go get some dandelion. Y'all go get some dandelion peel, and then the company come back 10 years later and say that wasn't even dandelion in there. So you don't even know if what I say really works because you went and got some garbage. When I said go get dandelion, I mean go get the plant and grow it. Go buy the plant out the store. Now, when you get the ones out the store, which store got the good one though? See, some stores gonna have the cheap one. Some stores gonna have one that's grown and it ain't even got no vitamins in the soil or whatever, the aquaponics. So I could go to one store and buy some lettuce. I go to another store, buy the same kind of lettuce. It ain't the same though. And I don't like that one. Why don't I like that though? They're two different suppliers or something. So that's the big complication we have with even the experimentation and knowledge. But in the books, if we go look it up, the books are going to tell you that dandelion is good for you. And you're going to keep taking those pills and wait those 10 years or 80 years for that company to say, whoops, we made a mistake, or we didn't give you the right thing. 100 of y'all died, or 1,000 of y'all died. Whoopsie, sorry. Welcome to Disney World, America, the land of make-believe, where things aren't really what they seem to be. And you could just be like Monopoly and die because you were trying to be healthy. Like, you don't agree with me nor Makeda Valletta. You're doing your own thing. You're on your journey. You're just watching this video now. And you're listening and you're like, okay, I'm going to look up what this guy says. Then you're going to go try to get you some dandelion. Then you have to remember, I said, don't even drink it after 6 p.m. So anyway, I'm pretty much done with this video. I'm probably going to follow it up with something else because there are some other points I wanted to say and the video wasn't even recording. But yeah, like, when I see this dude, I was just like laughing, like, yo, I'm gonna be an old man driving a spaceship playing Earth, Wind, and Fire or in the future, and all of this is gonna be funny, and I'm gonna be surrounded by my children and beautiful things, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, and somebody else is gonna be sick, walking around with a diaper and a cane. They're gonna be busted and fat and stank, and they're gonna be sitting in their place, stank, typing on a computer or a screen, and they're gonna be sitting there wishing that they had a great life, and what they're not gonna know is that I already got a great life, even in the Matrix, because y'all are having to work so hard, do so much to go buy poison, and I'm like, I really don't even have to eat. I could just drink sea moss and dandelion and just chill out and save all my money and then go do whatever I want to. Go to the beach and make a video and y'all will be like, yo, he out there, he lost some weight. He looks okay. I'm like, yeah, I stopped eating for a week. You just stopped eating. Like, does Makeda Valletta even talk about fasting and how she fasts and stuff? I have to go look that up. But I'm gonna go see and check it out. I'm gonna holler at y'all later though.